Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So this video was supposed to be me doing a reading vlog travel edition of my flight back home, and it was also supposed to be a bookstore vlog. It was also supposed to be a book haul. It was also supposed to be a reading vlog at the coffee shops, but I literally fell ill when I got back home from that day, like the day that we went to the bookstore, like me and my mom, and we went to the cutest coffee shops ever. Yeah, I got so sick when I got back home. I was able to take like some medication. I took some tea and I literally slept, and since that day I'm still recovering, hence like my voice might sound like a little bit funny. But yeah, so I did like film a little bit of like the coffee shops and me at the bookstore. I just wasn't able to film the book haul, so I will include those clips here so that I could show you guys, like, because the coffee shops were just so cute. Like I read a lot actually, because we went to two of them, and then I also went to the bookstore. I did get a few books there. And then my flight back, I really wanted to do another reading vlog on the plane because I managed to finish 2 books. So this video will just be me including my book haul of the books that I got when I was in Canada at the bookstore, and me telling you guys my thoughts of the books that I did finish on the plane in my rating. And then I also want to organize my bookshelf together with you guys, because I did come back with a lot of books. So mind you, I did get a few books for Christmas. I did get a few books. Every time we were going to the bookstore, I got some books. So we need to organize them on my shelf, because my shelf right now is just like out of place. And then I also want to do a ranking of all the books that I did finish in 2024. Now that video was supposed to, like, that's long overdue. By the time I post this, we're probably already going to be like January 14th or so. But sorry, I live at the airport, so yeah, get used to it, you know. So yeah, so I will be ranking all the books that I read in 2024. So this might be a lengthy video, so just, you know, grab your favorite drink, minus coffee of course. Hence the way I'm looking like this. I did wake up extremely early to film this video, because today was my first time coming back feeling like myself. I'm still like kind of like, you know, stuffy and stuff, but I do feel better. I also forgot to say that I will be showing you guys my book of the month box. So I really wanted to just try book of the month to see if I'm really going to, like, you know, just like the books. I tried it in the month of August, and something happened with my package. Not from book of the month though. I do live in Ghana, right? So book of the month doesn't necessarily ship straight to Ghana. I do have an air freight that's in the US, so they shipped it to that address. Now I forgot to let my shipping people that I wanted this shipped by air, and usually when you don't tell them, they automatically just ship it by sea, and sea takes about like 2 months. So yeah, it arrived like when I was in Canada and stuff, because I left early December. So when I got back, I finally saw it. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what book I chose for the month of August. I don't know if I'm going to keep, like, you know, my subscription. I might, but I feel like I'm not going to, only because most of the books that I see like in the month, I don't know, I'm just not really like interested, or, you know, I have too many books on my TBR anyway. So I just feel like I would only want to get it only because, like, okay, like it's a cute box and everything, but will I really read these books? I don't think so. So I did pause my subscription. I just got that one in August because it was a thriller, and I was actually going to get that book anyway. And yeah, so I was like, you know, why not? So let me start with the book of the month box. Obviously this is not unboxing because I did open it already. So the book that I chose was Someone in the Attic by Andrea Mara. So obviously every book of the month, it has their logo, and then also it comes with like a cute bookmark, and this is, and then it also, on the hardcover, it also says like book of the month. Sorry guys. And then also on the side, so I heard a couple of things about this book. I don't know what it's about, but let's actually read what it's about. First time I'm doing this. I usually don't read. Maybe it's because I don't plan on keeping this copy. I feel like maybe I might resell it on my online bookstore. For those of you guys don't know, I do have an online bookstore that's based in Ghana, so I might actually just, you know, put this up for resale. But yeah, you thought you were home alone. Anya is enjoying a relaxing bath when she hears a noise coming from the ceiling. Through the open bathroom door, she sees the attic hatch swing down and a masked figure drops to the floor. 30 seconds later, Anya is dead. What? Oh, this sounds really good. Okay, and it also says book of the month here. It's really cute though, and the book sounds really interesting. That is the main reason why I really wanted to get it as well, and I really wanted to just try it, you know, try book of the month out. I don't know, I might keep this book. We'll see. But yeah, that's the book of the month. And then the 3 books that I got at the bookstore that day, as you guys saw, I did grab The Boyfriend in the video because I just needed to read this book. I don't care about like the mixed reviews and everything. My mom said she really liked it, so I'm gonna like it if she likes it, right? So I know that a lot of people dislike it, a lot of people liked it, so I just hope I'm with the people who like it, because it's really gonna piss me off if I don't. I know I'm gonna eat this up though. Frida McFadden's writing is really like really fast paced. I mean, she's a really hey guys, sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry about that guys. Like I said, I'm still recovering, and I'm so sorry if I'm sounding disgusting. I'm sorry. This is the second book that I got, The Inmate by Frida McFadden. This is actually going to be a buddy read of me and Stells. Me and her are planning to read this together. And yeah, I mean, I don't care what people are saying like about Frida. I do read like a lot of thrillers, so I do get that her writing style is pretty mid, and like most of her plot twists are really unrealistic. Like when you follow the storyline, it's just like, okay, what the hell? Like there was nothing that was, you know, nothing from the plot twist was really from the whole plot of the book. I don't know if you get what I mean, and I don't know if I'm making sense, but if you have been reading Frida, you might understand like what I mean. She's right now, I can say that she's not my favorite thriller author, but when it comes to a quick fast-paced read and I just want something to like, you know, just at the end and I'm just like, what the hell? Yeah, she's the girl. And I feel like I'm not mad at it. Like her books are just fun. I don't really have to think much because her writing is just really like, you know, I don't really have to think much about it. Like I'm just reading, you know. And then one of my most anticipated book is this, Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Okay, I know you've seen this everywhere. Book Talk, Bookstagram, BookTube, everywhere. This book is literally just everywhere on my For You page. And I'm so excited to start this. Like, I really want to read this year, but that's after I saw how chunky it is. Like, I don't know, like books don't look this chunky. Like when I saw it online, I really did not see this chunky, but at the bookstore I was like, oh my gosh, why is it so big? But this will be my first romantasy, and I'm so pumped, like so excited. Wait, let me turn off the I'm struggling. You gotta hit it a little bit. Okay, it doesn't want to turn off. So yeah, so I'm so excited about this one. It's my first romantasy, and yeah, I can't wait. And I'm hoping, I hope and I pray that I love this book. Now those are all the books that I got, and now let's do a bookshelf organization. So this is how my bookshelf is currently looking. I was able to like remove all the Christmas decor on top. I really wanted to do it with you guys, but like I said, I was not feeling well at all. So yeah, now we just have to like include all the books that I got. I'm going to remove like a few books, like this one. This one is a dessert book. I got it at a book fair. It's so cute. I definitely want to keep it in the long run because I do plan on getting into more like, you know, baking and stuff. I just didn't really have anywhere to put it. Well, I did, but I wanted to fill in this gap, and yeah, it was filling it. So some of these books I've read, so I feel like maybe I will put the books that I've read at the bottom, and then books I haven't read on my top shelves, right? That makes sense? I don't know. Guys, as I was sorting out the books to put on my bookshelves, I also got this one at the bookstore. I so forgot about this one. It's called Unwanted by Mia Sheridan. I believe she's the one who wrote Archer's Voice, and apparently this is like a thriller romance, and reading the back I was like, okay, this might be really good. So yeah, that was like, I think I bought 4 books that day. Yeah, this one was the 4th one. See, it will look weird if they're not together. I don't know, but I haven't read any of these. I've read this one. I've read these 2, and that's about it. Well, I read this one, I read this, and I've also read The Verity. Okay, so these books right here, I've read, apart from this one. This is Jar of Hearts. It's been on my TBR for like the longest time. It's by Genia Hillier, and I ordered it on Amazon, but I didn't know it was one of those pocket books, and I'm sorry, I just can't read any book that is like this. So yeah, I'm going to probably just add it to my bookstore and thrift section because it is like a little bit used up. It's been on my TBR for a really long time. I just pray that maybe, you know, it will have like a lovely owner, a new owner. And I haven't also read this. My mom gave this to me, and please, why does this look like, I'm sorry, but I can't read books that look used. So this will be going to my bookstore. And this one too, actually, I had DNF'd this only because at the time that I tried reading this, I was just not able to get into it. And I don't know, I'm just hoping that someone might like it. Yeah, I mean, I really hear great things about it. It's a horror. It's about like a girl that is like stuck in the basement or something, and she's trying to like get out. Anyway, yeah, but really intriguing. And then I've read this one, a really great thriller actually, but I'm gonna unhaul it because I don't plan on like reading it again, and I forgot what it was about, but I know I really liked it. Yeah, Alice Feeney, she is the one that wrote Rock Paper Scissors. I did do a book haul like my previous video, and then I told you guys that I read a book by her, right? Yeah, this is the book. And then I read Make Them Confess by Shewell Green. This book was crazy. It was crazy. I literally finished it in like one sitting. I might like unhaul it and just, you know, resell it. Yeah. And then I have the Hawthorne Legacy. I've read this series. I forgot if it's the third book, the first book, I don't know. But I've read it. I'm gonna haul it. This one was like my devotional of like, I can't remember what year this was. I might just keep this. And then I do have the final offer. I had sold my fine print and terms and conditions, but then I don't know, I didn't end up ever like selling this one. I'm just going to like add it to my reselling. Oh, this is Exodus by Kate Stewart. This is part of like the Ravenhood series. This is book 2. I have read Flock and then I read Exodus. I never finished the whole series. I think it's called The Finish Line. I don't know what it's, yeah. But yeah, this book, I really loved Flock. I really loved Exodus. But I just wasn't able to like read the third one, only because like I really wasn't like, I was just like, okay, what else could happen? And I really wasn't like, I didn't care enough for me to continue that book. But I really liked Exodus and I really liked Flock, so I might just unhaul this one as well. So we have these two. This is Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. This is my favorite poetry book, favorite, and this is like the special edition by Indigo's 25th anniversary. I had gotten it, I believe, in 2022, and I love it so much. I had like the regular cover, and then I sold that one. So when I saw this one, I really wanted it for my shelf because I love this poetry book. I'm definitely not giving this one away. And then I have a drinks and cocktails book. It's so cute. Like, look at the foiling. Like, it's really cute. And yeah, I had also gotten this one from the fair that I went to, the one I got, the dessert book as well. Like, look, so cute. I'm gonna keep this because I would use it like for my future home and stuff like that. So yeah, so at least this one is empty. So I'm thinking of putting, so this book too I've read. So I'm trying to like take down all the books I've read, right? And then just keep all the books I haven't read like at the top. I've read these two as well. So this could go, and then at least there's space for more. So yeah. Okay, so this section looks great. These are all the books that I've read. So I've read, and then these are my newer books. I got these ones Black Friday, and then this one I got them like last year. Still haven't read it, so I think I'm going to just add my newer books. I could also add them here, and then I also have space at the top. So yeah, I think it's going well. dark romance, so I want to add this book here. Yes, and then I also want to add the pretty monster here. Let's see what else can fit. I think this one could go here. And then another one could fit here. Alright. Okay, so I like the setup of these books much better this way. So these are obviously my Magnolia Park special editions. These are what I'm going to be reading this year in the month of March and April, I believe. Yeah, I do have like the OG covers down there, but these were too pretty not to get, so I will be keeping them here because I want them displayed on top of my shelf. So this is this, and then the Coven and the Curse, and then this is the new book that I recently just got. These books are just so pretty, so I'm keeping it there, but I doubt I'm gonna be reading them because everyone says it's a waste of time, so I don't think I'm gonna read them. They're just there for, yeah, the aesthetics. And then this is my dark Romeo, or my dark Romeo, I think, yeah. Special edition. I am going to be reading this year. So tell me what you guys are thinking. Oh yeah, and then this is Hollow Heavens, Bone Island, and then I will be reading this during like October, yeah. And then I've read Grimstone. I'm yet to read Monarch. But yeah, these are all like special editions, and these ones too. So yeah, this is how the top of my shelf is looking like. Now let me try to just set them up with like some cute things. I do need to add my diffuser here, yeah, there, but I don't know if it's going to fit, so let's see if it will. Here's my diffuser. It's so cute. But yeah, it's meant to be like right here, but because I moved the books, I don't know if it's gonna fit, but let's see if it does. So I did put it. I think it looks perfect. So I have my Christian Dior candle that I did get from my birthday, and then the Venus et Fleur. I'm so surprised they're still alive. Like, it's almost like a year. I got them last year for Valentine's. And yeah, and then my embosser. Yeah, I don't like too many things on top of my shelf, but I think this looks great. I love the outcome. Let me know what you guys think, about how like my top shelves look like. And then I'm gonna show you guys the rest of like the full shelf of how it looks like now. Okay, so this is how my shelf is looking. Most of my books are in. I do have some books out that I still need to include. This pile right here, I'm going to be unhauling them. I will be like reselling or just maybe like gifting them away. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys are thinking about my updated bookshelf. So let's talk about the 2 books that I was able to finish on the flight that I mentioned. So the first book was Haunted Love by Sheridan Ann, and then the second book is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. This is a thriller, and this is a dark brother's best friend romance. So I'm gonna start off with this. I tapped a few things, and I'm not going to like say too much about it because I always like entering my books blind, and I always like when other people like entering their books blind. If you want to know more about it, you could just, you know, go on Goodreads or something and read about it. But I really enjoyed it. It gave an amazing brother's best friend romance, but for it to be like a dark romance, this was definitely not a dark. It was spicy, not too spicy, but yes, it was spicy, but it didn't give dark. It wasn't dark at all. But I really love the characters in here. I mean, the FMC did piss me off a little bit, but it didn't make me hate the book or anything. I literally ate this up on one of my flights, and I really enjoyed it. I do recommend it, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't even want to say what it's about. You could read the back, and yeah, you could just go on Goodreads, but I really went into this blind, and I really liked it. But just don't get into this book with the expectation of it to be a dark romance, because it's not. Cause I don't even think it has like dark themed. I think it's just because it's kind of like spicy. Maybe that's why it's dark, but even then, no, it's not dark. And there is some violence. Yeah, it's true. There's some violence in there because she does say trigger warning. Okay, yeah, so there's graphic violence, and most of the other things are, and it says age gap. I did not feel like there was a big age, like for me their age gap was like normal. So yeah, but anyway, I do recommend. I rated this a 4 or a 4.2. Yeah. And then this was a thriller that I've had on my list for like the longest time. I also did tap this. This follows a girl. She's like a reporter, and she goes into like the small town where she's from, and her mom lives there and her sister, and strange things happen. She's a reporter, and she's actually going there to like cover up a story. Like, girls are getting murdered in her old town, and she's there to cover the story and blah blah blah. But anyway, very creepy. Gillian Flynn's writing is really good. I always wanted to get more into her books after reading Gone Girl. If you guys haven't read that book and watched the movie, please read the book. If you don't want to, please just watch the movie. It was really good. So I heard a lot of good things about this one, and when I read it, I was really enjoyed it. It deals a lot with like trauma. Please check trigger warnings as well, because it deals with a lot of like, you know, self-harm, the self-harm inside. It's very traumatic, very like also kind of like disturbing. A lot of people could, you know, the murderers like are basically young girls. Some people might find that triggering as well, so please check the trigger warnings for this. But if you really are into like some creepy, disturbing thrillers, I think this one is a good one. But if you haven't read Gone Girl, read that one first and then see about this one. I really like this one too. The plot twist did give what it was supposed to give. Like, it really did surprise me, even though I did suspect a few things. But even when I suspected that particular thing, there was still something else that like really shocked me, and I was like, wow, like it was really disturbing, and I loved it because that's what I expected. Everything from this book, and her writing, very, very good. So I also gave this a 4. So a 4 and a 4. We're starting off this year really strong because these are my 2 first books that I finished in 2025. Yeah, and then reading update, I'm currently reading Unfurl by Elodie Hart, and I'm almost done with it. It's extremely spicy, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. Her writing style is really like it's just really fast paced as well. The chapters are really short in the book, which is what I really liked. And yeah, I think maybe that will be my 4th book that I finished this month, January, because I did read The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden. I ate that and I read that in 2 days, I think. It was fast paced like always, and the plot twist, it did give me twist, but I don't know, I was just like, okay, do I recommend? I think I do, actually. I recommend. It was a fun ride, it was enjoyable. I did give it a 3.5 or a 4, I think, I can't remember, but I liked it. And yeah, we're starting off with only 4s this year, so I'm excited for what the year has to give me. Now what we're going to do is we'll be ranking all of the books that I read last year. I read 31 books last year. My reading goal was actually 30. So let's go to my GOODREADS, and yeah, so I read 31 books with a total of 10,579 pages. I hit my goal and read an extra, which I'm extremely proud of myself. But this is just to say as well that if you weren't able to hit your goal, please don't beat yourself to it. Honestly, like, reading for me, or I don't believe that reading should ever be like a competition. Don't just read for numbers. Honestly, reading should always be enjoyable, and it's something that you should do because you love to do. I just always like setting my goals very like realistic, never set like unrealistic goals. It's always fun to read a lot of books, but also setting up like unrealistic goals for yourself, knowing who you are and what you do with your life and everything. Those goals could be unrealistic to me. Like, imagine setting up like 100 books. I would love to read 100 books a year, but like, it's just not something that my life would be like. I could do it, I could really do it, but my head would only be focusing on, oh my gosh, I need to finish 100 books, oh my god, I need to finish 100 books, which for me takes away the fun and the whole experience of me reading and finishing a book. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So the shortest book that I read was The Gift by Frida McFadden, which was 47 pages. I finished that in like less than 30 minutes actually. And the longest book that I read was 768 pages, which was Demon's Dream, An Unexpected Love by L. Kaysen. And then yeah, my average rating for 2024 was 3.6. Honestly, I didn't have a lot of 5 stars. I think I even just had 1 5-star last year. Which wasn't good. That's why I'm really hoping and praying that this year I'm having like more 5 stars, because last year wasn't great at all. I read a lot of like mid books, like books that I liked, I really enjoyed, but like not a lot of them like got me on chokehold. No. You guys can see I did create a tier list of all the books that I read, and I'm going to just include them in these categories. So I created 5 categories. I didn't want to create like so many because I don't like to confuse myself. So even this was too many. Like I really wanted to just create 2 categories, but I wanted to make it more fun. The first category is must read. These are like any type of books that like I would want everyone to read it. Like if you ask me like, oh my gosh, like what book did you read this year that you think I must read, this is literally this. And honestly, these ones are usually like in general, like I would recommend this to anyone and everybody. And then really great, I recommend, these are books that I really liked, like I even loved them, and I do recommend to not everyone and not just anybody, but most of the people that could be into that type of genre, if that makes sense. And then the third one is enjoyable. These are books that I finished and I really liked, but I probably didn't even think about it again after I read it. It was just like, okay, yeah, you know, that was fun, okay, on to the next. Yeah. And then the fourth one is just okay. Okay is like, there's some books that I read and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I don't know, it's just a feeling, and then I just put it down. And the okay category is also books that like I even forgot about it, like the moment that I finished it. Yeah, those are books that I really like, I forgot quick. I mostly forget my books, but it takes me a while, maybe like a week or 2. But like there's some books that I even forget from the moment I just closed the book. I even forgot about it. There was nothing memorable, nothing that like, you know, marked me about the book. Yeah. And then the last category is just no. So these books are books that I shouldn't have even read in the first place, and I regret reading them. Yeah, that's for that category. So let's start and put them into categories. So these books are in no particular order. I just put them in. So we're gonna start with the first one. The first one is Darling Venom. I remember rating this a 5-star actually. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah, we do have a 5-star. I think we do have like multiple 5 stars. Yeah, see, that's me forgetting. So Darling Venom was really good. It was recommended by my book bestie Stells, and it really was out of my like normal genre, and I absolutely loved it. I feel like I'm gonna put this into my must read only because I really loved it. And sorry guys, I just got like an email and for some reason like it cut my video. But yeah, anyway, so the Darling Venom, yeah, I'm gonna put it into my must read because I really love that book and it's for everybody. I usually recommend it to a lot of people. Yeah. The next book is The Art of Scandal. I think I'm gonna put this in really great, I recommend, only because it was, I don't really remember what it was about, but I really enjoyed the book. Mind you, this is a contemporary romance. If you guys don't know me, I don't really read that type of genre, so if I'm able to finish that book, it must have been a really great one. So, and I think I even gave this a 5-star. No, I gave it a 4-star. Really good though. And then there's Restore Me. Restore Me, I think I'm gonna put it into really great, I recommend. I really loved Restore Me. I'm yet to like continue the series. Most of these contemporary romance are recommended by my book bestie because I'm not used to reading them, but most of them that I read last year, I loved them so much. Then we have a dark romance. If I remember, this is like a stalker romance. Yeah. So it was Once You're Mine. I think I'll put it in the enjoyable. It was good, and I can also recommend to anyone who would want to get into like, or who likes dark romance. Yeah, but like, let's say if it's like it's not my top stalker romance, no, at all. And then Dark Notes. Dark Notes, I feel like it's, I don't know if I want to put it in must read. No, I'm gonna put it in must read because I really, really, really liked it. It's the type of forbidden romance that oh no, I think it's student teacher. Yeah, student teacher forbidden romance, right? Yeah. And I love the book. I think, yeah, I would recommend that to everyone and anybody, and I think everyone should read that book. Then we have Sick. I'm not gonna say the second word because I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. So this one was a dark romance. Let me put it in really great, I recommend. Only because you guys know me, I'm a dark romance lover, and it really was dark. Please check trigger warnings because it was dark. Hunt Me Darling. This was also a dark romance. I believe this is like an FBI dark romance. I had really high expectation for this. I think it let me down a little bit, so I'm just gonna put it as okay. I don't really remember anything about it. Demon's Dream, Unexpected Love, definitely in the must read. This was one of my top favorite books of the year. I loved it so much. Mind you, it was almost 800 pages and I finished it in less than like 10 days, and that's a big deal for me. The Quiet Tenant, I think that was like my first read of last year. I don't know, I think I want to say no, but then it could be just okay. Yeah, let me just put it okay. Because I kind of like remember it. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna change it. But next book, Does It Hurt? This one, I had such high expectations for it, and it did disappoint me because I did not see the point of the book. I just didn't see where it was going. Nothing exciting was happening. I really thought something was going to happen. I don't know, I just expected so much more, and I don't think I liked it. Yeah, that's the thing, I just didn't like it, apart from like this one scene, the boat scene with the sharks. If you know, you know. But I think apart from that, so let me just do just no. And then we have Gothicana. So Gothicana actually did disappoint me as well because I had extremely high expectations for this book. This is also a dark professor student type of romance. My main problem, and I remember it, if I remember it, meaning that like, yeah, it was a real problem. My main problem for this book was that I did not see the connection between the professor and the student, and I felt like it was just too rushed. And the insta love, like, I don't mind insta love, insta attraction, but the chemistry, I don't know, there was no connection. I just felt they were so weird, and I did not like them together. But it was very atmospheric. It really gave like the dark academia, like it really gave like the atmospheric vibe that it was supposed to give. I just did not like the FMC and the MMC together, like and the whole book was about them together, so that's the reason why I also didn't like it. So we're just gonna put it in okay, or should we just put it in enjoyable? Because I mean, I did enjoy it, but I didn't know. Let me just put in okay. Then Butcher and Blackbird. No, I hated that book. Until I Get You. Okay, Until I Get You could be enjoyable. That was Until I Get You was actually my first sports dark romance, but someone said that it's not really like a sports romance, but for me it was, because I think if I remember correctly, the MMC used to play, I don't know if it was hockey or I think it was hockey, and then like the girl that the FMC, sorry, she had like a stalker or something. Yeah, I actually like that one. Anyway, then we have Bought, the highest bidder. I don't know, that's part of a series. I have like the whole book of it, but I did not continue. I just finished the first book, which is the highest bidder. It was okay, or I can say like, yeah, it was okay. It was just so spicy, and I don't think I really saw any plot. Yeah, but I mean, what's her name, Winter, I forgot her name, the author. I like her writing, so it made it good. Then Nothing Above. Okay, so Nothing Above was enjoyable for me, just that it really gave, like, it was portrayed as like such a dark romance, but that's not what it gave. Especially like the MMC, he did not give, you know, like morally gray character. I don't know, he gave me really like soft vibes, and I did not like that, because that is not what I expected. But it was still enjoyable. It was one of my book club pick, if I remember correctly, in the month, for the month of, I think June. Yeah, I think June. Serpentine Valentine, I had really high expectations for it. It was just okay to me. The FMC, I don't know, I forgot. It's like a revenge type of, but I didn't like it. It was just, no, it was just okay. And then A Simple Game, that was an arc that I read. It was a novella. It was enjoyable. I liked that story. Never Lie, Frida McFadden. This was also another book club pick. I liked it. I did. So let me just put really great, I recommend. And then Now You're Mine, that's the second book of Once You're Mine. It is a duology. So I'm just going to put it in the enjoyable. And then we have another novella that I read. This one I read in the month of December. It was in my reading vlog, for my travel edition actually. That's Obsession. Okay, it was enjoyable. House of Shadows, and then House of Secrets, that's also a duet, like, and it was like a historical fiction, dark, gothic, paranormal. I really liked it. Let me put it in really great, I recommend. I was there for the vibe. Like, I know I did like a reading vlog for that. Please, if you haven't watched my reading vlog, travel edition, and you want to know more about those books, just go there, because I do say a lot about them. I really liked it. And then we have another novella that I read on Christmas Day actually. It's called The Gift, by Frida McFadden. Okay, this one was enjoyable. I really liked it. It was short, it was creepy, and it just left me like, did I wish that it was longer? Yeah, but I feel like it was just, it's a short story, you know. Yeah, it was good. And then we have Grimstone. Grimstone, if I remember, was a gothic romance, but that is all that I remember. And I remember really liking it. Let me just put it in enjoyable. And then we have Every Time I Go on Vacation Someone Dies. That was also one of our book club pick, our last one of the year. So that was like November. No. Before I Let Go, that was also a contemporary romance. It was also our book club pick, our first book club pick actually, and everyone really loved it, including myself. And I think it is like a must read. And then we have The Locked Door, another thriller by Frida McFadden. It was enjoyable. I really liked it. I think I would recommend, because I think I liked it more than Never Lie. And then Her Soul to Take. I had high expectations for this, and I really thought I was going to like it, but I feel like I was just so disconnected from the book. I wasn't really invested. I almost even DNF'd it. But I don't think it's the book's fault. I think it was just me. I don't think I'm into like paranormal romance, or maybe that type of paranormal romance. I don't know. But I know it's a me problem because it is a great book, but I just feel like I did not like it. I even have the second book. I started it right after this one and I just couldn't get into it. So I did DNF it, but I think I would put it in enjoyable. No, I'm gonna put it in okay, because it wasn't enjoyable for me. The only thing that was enjoyable was like the vibe. It was very atmospheric. It was very, very dark. I just think it's just not my cup of tea. But I know some people, I know there's a lot of people who like it, and I can understand why they would like it. Then we have The Housemaid is Watching. So no. Or maybe I'm just gonna put it in okay, because I did finish it quick. The reason why I'm saying is okay, and I really like, it really disappointed me, yeah, only because the first and second book, the Millie that I know was a badass, and in this one she was not. It was like a complete different character, and it just didn't match the character. Like, it didn't match her, like, from the first to second. And in this one, I don't know, like, she was a bit like oblivious. She was stupid, I'm sorry, but anyway. So as for Andrea, this one also disappointed me because I had great hopes for this one. I love the concept because and I still remember it. The writing style was unlike anything I've read. Also, like, the POV were from like basically girls that were murdered by the serial killer, and then you get to read from their point of view, like they're ghosts basically. And yeah, I really liked it, but I can't really remember why. I think I liked it. Let me just put it in enjoyable. Yeah. And then His and Hers, I have no idea what this one is about. I'm really trying to remember and I can't, and that means that it was just okay. I remember finishing it. I don't remember hating it, so that could just be an okay. So yeah, these are all the 31 books that I read in 2024. And yeah, I think also I had a good year, better than I made it sound like in the beginning of the video. I only had like 3 big notebooks, and yeah, but please, these are all my personal opinions. If you liked any of the books that I'm saying no to, or I said like that they were very mid, please, I am not saying, I'm not trying to cuss you. I'm not trying to like say that you're wrong for liking them. To each their own, but these are my personal opinions of these books. And yeah, if there's any type of books that you've read on this and you want to give your thoughts, you could. And right now, oh my god, I've been filming like all day, so I am going to get ready for my day. Thank you guys so much if you made it this far for this video. I'm planning to make longer videos like this, and I'm going to catch you guys on my next video. Please don't forget to like. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do. And yeah, let me know down below what you liked about this video, if you liked my bookshelf, if you have any like comments, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comments. And yeah, see you guys in my next video.